What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want up to 12 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 12 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. Put at least $100 in that brokerage account. They're going to give you up to 12 free stocks for just trying out their brokerage app. Remember, guys, the $100, then you can turn around and use it to start buying your favorite individual stocks and your favorite ETFs. There's a link down in the description box of the video. Click on the Webull link. Open up your new Webull brokerage account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. I'm going to also send you a free tutorial video that I did that will walk you through how to use the Webull app and do fractional share trading so you can start buying your favorite individual stocks and your favorite ETFs. Right now, guys, is the time you want to build wealth. Don't delay. Get started today. All you need to do is send me a screenshot of your new Webull account and just send it to my Instagram account at RichardFane28. Shoot me a DM with that screenshot, and I'm going to send you that free Webull tutorial video. Been getting a lot of questions, guys, around real estate, housing market. Richard, when are you going to start buying real estate again? And I'm going to answer that question today. Here's the situation, guys. The housing market got difficult from a buying standpoint when the pandemic hit. People started staying home from work and started thinking about, how do I get myself out of these large cities, medium-sized cities, even small cities? How do I get myself out of these cities where all these people are crammed in and give myself a chance to avoid this pandemic? What did that do, guys? That increased demand. And our supply of homes was not enough to meet that demand. And when you sprinkle in super low interest rates for 30-year fixed rate mortgages, that even makes it worse. Because now with 2.5%, 3% interest rates, people have unusually high buying power. Everybody can go out and look to buy a new home. Why? Because they can afford more home when you have low interest rates. So you have this super high demand because people wanting to flee the city to get out of the way of the pandemic, get from around a lot of people. And then you got these super low mortgage interest rates. Perfect storm, right? So what happens to our existing supply of homes? They drastically go up in price. So that is what happened to our housing market during the tail end of 2020, 2021, and the first part of 2022. The Fed figured that would happen. So they started raising short-term interest rates in order to bring down demand. Not just for the housing market, but for the car market, for the economy as a whole. They said, we're going to raise these interest rates so we can slow down demand of spending on all goods and services, including the housing market. So they started doing that. Meeting after meeting, they were just ratcheting up short-term interest rates, aka the Fed funds rate, in an effort to slow down demand, slow down spending. And it started to work. Because when you look at the housing market in 2023, home sales have drastically declined. Home prices, right, in some parts of the country have declined quite a bit as well. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, when are we going to get the crash? Well, when are we going to get the crash? Guys, I hate to break the bad news to you. There ain't going to be no crash. There'll be a correction, and that's already started to happen. 5% decline in home prices here, 10% decline in home prices there. But this notion of we're going to get some magical 30% decline in home prices, the only way I see that happening, guys, is if we have a full-on recession. And the likelihood of a full-blown recession, in my opinion, is slim. Now, could it happen? Yes. Right? Anything's possible. But from everything I've seen as it relates to the economy, I don't think we have a full-on recession. I think we're going to have a soft landing, which is what the Fed has been hoping for all along as they raise interest rates to fight back inflation. The economy's slowed slightly, but it didn't come to a stop. And that's evidenced by the Q1 2023 GDP numbers. Economy still grew by 2% in the first quarter of 2023, despite the Fed funds rate at 5.25. So that tells me the economy is still doing okay. But Richard, that still doesn't answer the question. When are you going to start buying real estate again? I'm going to start buying real estate for income when interest rates start coming down. See, for me, guys, it's all about cash flow, right? I don't care what the price of the rental property is, right? If I can get the right interest rate, a low enough interest rate, so that it makes sense for my cash flow, I'm good, right? I don't mind paying a premium because guess what? I'm gonna be able to demand a premium for rent. I can't make it work if I gotta get a 7 or 8% mortgage rate. For my calculations and the cash on cash return I need, guys, that doesn't work. I don't care what the price of the house is. It doesn't work. So that's the key for me, guys. It's interest rates. So when do I think interest rates are going to come down? Well, I think interest rates will start coming down in 2024 and in 2025 because they have to. If inflation is back down to 2 to 3%, the Fed is going to start backing off short-term interest rates. They're going to start lowering them because their job is done. The whole purpose of the Fed increasing short-term interest rates, guys, was to do what? Bring inflation back down to 2%. Once they achieve that, there's no reason to have interest rates, the Fed funds rate, at 5.25, 5.5. There's no reason to have it there, right? See, our economy, our housing market works at its best when inflation is around 2%. We keep an equal level of supply and demand. Right now in the housing market, demand is down. And the main reason demand is down is not because of high home prices. Demand is down because of interest rates, right? Somebody buying a $400,000 house with a 3% interest rate, they may have a $1,700, $1,800 a month loan payment. You buy that same $400,000 house at a 6 or 7% interest rate, now you got a $2,700 monthly payment for your loan. That's a big jump, guys, for most Americans. right? Because the people who really carry this country on their back are middle class income earners. Those are the people who really carry this country on their back. And for those middle class income earners, a jump in interest rate from 3% to 6% is too much. They can't afford it. So what do? They don't buy. They rent because they're forced to. So why aren't current homeowners who have so much equity from the pandemic real estate boom, why aren't they selling? Why aren't they taking their equity and running? Well, guys, some of them did, but a lot of them didn't. Because you got to understand, for most Americans, their biggest asset is their home. That's where most of their net worth is, right? That's where most of their net worth is. Coupled with the majority of these people have super low interest rates on their home loan. So you mean to tell me I'm going to give up my 3% interest rate to get a 6% interest rate, and I'm going to pay more for the house, the same house that I have now? I'm going to pay more for it. Most people are not willing to do that. Again, middle class income earners. We're not talking about the ultra wealthy. These people buy when they want to buy because they got the money to do it. But for those middle class folks who are living on a pretty much a fixed income, yeah, they may have good jobs. They may make $100K a year doing well, but you take that job from them, they're in financial ruin. That's how most of our middle class income earners live, paycheck to paycheck. You take that paycheck from them, their whole financial world collapses. And they don't want that to happen, so they stay where they're at. Super low interest rate. They bought their house prior to the pandemic, so they got a decent price for it. They paid a decent price for it. And then they just saw their equity go up by 50, 60% over the last several years. They're loving that. Net worth increased by 60%. They're loving that. So guys, if you're waiting on this real estate bust or this real estate collapse or this housing market collapse, it ain't coming. Of course, that's just my opinion. You guys go out and do whatever you feel like you need to do. But I just thought I'd give you a little bit of heads up on when I'm buying real estate again for income. And that's going to be when interest rates come down. And I believe they're coming down in 24 or 25. That's my opinion. You guys drop me some comments down in the comment box and give me your opinion. What do you think? When are you buying real estate? Or are you just buying real estate right now? Interesting to know what you guys are thinking and what you're doing as it relates to the housing market. If you want them 12 free stocks from Webull, guys, you got to click on that link down in the description box. Again, put your $100 in. I'm going to send you the free tutorial video, and then you can start using that $100 to buy fractional shares of your favorite ETFs and your favorite individual stocks. Guys, now is the time to build wealth. Take yourself off the sideline, put yourself in the game. If you don't ever get in the game, you can't ever score any points, right? You can't win. Got to be in the game. Got to contribute to your own financial freedom if you want to have financial freedom. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing. Share the video. Smash the like button. Thoughts become things. See it in your mind and hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace.
Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.